The 2008 stock market crash was a significant financial crisis that occurred in 2008 and was triggered by the collapse of the subprime mortgage market. This was caused by a lack of regulation in the housing market and risky practices by investment banks. The crash led to a severe causes of the crash. Subprime mortgage crisis. Lack of regulation in the housing market. Investment banks' risky practices. The 2008 financial crisis began with cheap credit and lax lending standards that fueled a housing bubble. When the bubble burst, the banks were left holding trillions of dollars of worthless investments in subprime mortgages. The crash's impact. Economic recession. Job loss. Bank failures and government bailouts. Investors bore the emotional scars from the crash for the next 4 years. On 1st June 2012, they panicked over a poor May jobs report and the Eurozone debt crisis. The Dow dropped 275 points. 39 The 10-year benchmark government response. Emergency measures taken by the Federal Reserve. The Troubled Asset Relief Program, TARP. The American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, ARRA. Eventually, the United States responded to the crisis by passing the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, which used an expansionary monetary policy, facilitated bank bailouts and mergers, and worked towards stimulating economic growth. Which banks failed in 2008? The total number of bank failures linked to the financial crisis cannot be revealed without first reporting this. No depositor in an American bank lost a penny to a bank failure. That said, more than 500 banks failed between 2008 and 2015, compared to a total of 25 in the preceding 7 years, according to the Federal Reserve, who made money in the 2008 financial crisis. A number of smart investors made money from the crisis, mostly by picking up pieces from the wreckage. The bottom line. Bubbles occur all the time in the financial world. The price of a stock or any other commodity can become inflated beyond its intrinsic value. Usually, the damage is limited to losses for a few overenthusiastic buyers. The financial crisis of 2007 to 2008 was a different kind of bubble. Like only a few others in history, it grew big enough that, when it burst, it damaged